Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Today looking at another Eagle Force figure. Today is Sunday the 24th September 2023. Looking at this Eagle Force Gearshift Eagle Force mechanic figure. Now if you've not got any Eagle Force figures, I highly recommend them. Really good. The only issue I've encountered so far is the hips can be a little loose on some of the figures. But other than that, they are absolutely amazing. Top-notch figures. Let's get a close look. Global Premier Strike Force to fight worldwide injustice and tyranny. Looks pretty cool. Decent head sculpt. Needs a bit more paint apps perhaps, or shading on the head. But the actual trousers, the pants, are very nicely inked. On the back, it shows us some info. You can have a quick read if you want. And it tells us about the mechanic here. So you want to pause that and read about Emile Pierre. You can. And shows us some other ones. Now I just recently viewed Nemesis R.I.O.T Saboteur here. I'll put a link in the top right. He is amazing. And I think I've reviewed Commander Eagle before. I can't remember actually. If I have, I'll put a link for him too. I do need to get more. I've also got another figure I'm reviewing after this, so do watch out for that. If you want to check out all my reviews before they're published on YouTube, please consider joining the Patreon. Link in the top right now. It's very cheap. You can join for 7 days for free. Cancel anytime in 7 days. Costs you nothing. But you do get to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube. And sometimes that can be 2, 3, or even more months in advance because I do have a big backlog. And some of the more unknown stuff I may not publish until much later on. So it is worth checking that out. Okay, I'm going to pause this, unbox and set them up. And it's a great unboxing method where you can just unfold the plastic, slide out the card, take them out, and then reseal them afterwards. That's really good. Thank you, Eagle Force. Thank you, Fresh Monkey Fiction for that. So I'll be back in an instant of him set up. Stay tuned. Here he is, being an absolute hero in his pose. He's very similar to the R.I.O.T Nemesis Saboteur. In fact, he's practically the same, just different color, different head. Same guns, slightly different options I think on the hats, or maybe the same, or different alternate head as well. But that's not a bad thing because Nemesis Saboteur is an amazing figure and he is really good too. So before we look at him, let's get a look at what he comes with, and I think I will zoom out slightly for this, and then I will just move my camera a little bit, and you can see that he comes with a whole heap of stuff. So hands aren't quite matching. He comes with left and right trigger hand standard, and see that's flesh, and flesh has got chop hands, fist hands, tight grip hands, open hands. Then black, he's got trigger hands, fist, grip hands, open hands. Then he's got the 2 connectors for the gloves to cover the wrists. He's got some pockets that you can attach to his, or attachments and pockets and whatnot attached to his vest, his tactical vest he's wearing now. And then you get also, you get this really pretty cool cap. Can we get a focus on that? Let's try and get a focus. A nice beret. And then we get the nice alternate head, which is a great head. If you're army building, this is like a perfect grunt. Except it doesn't come with a large gun, just the pistols. So, as I said, he does come with pistols, 2 pistols. And one of those plug-in parts, was it a holster? Yeah, so one of these is a holster which you could add to his vest for the smaller pistol. He's got a built-in holster for the larger one. So let's bring him in closer, get a little look at him. Face sculpt and the paint is really nice actually, the eyes are great, just that he needs some inking. Hold the gun really well in both sides. Great looking figure. You can see you can plug in 4 things there. I have to remove the vest to plug them in properly. You want them to stay. Then the standard hole in the back in case there are these backpacks and whatnot later on. Very cool looking figure indeed. Let's get a look at his articulation. So head is a left and a right. There is a down and an up. Small side to side. Shoulders all the way around. Outwards really high up, better than I can do. Bicep bend, look at that, slightly over 90 degrees. I hope on both arms. On both arms, he's got a trunk underneath there. No trunk, he's only from the waist, but the waist will give him a small forwards, backwards, small side to side, and he can turn. Hips, nice and wide on hips, which is great. Forwards is pretty good. Backwards is not bad. You take it about forward. There we go. Not bad. There is a thigh twist. There's a double kneecap, and there's great big knee pads hide the ugly knee sort of section underneath, which is fantastic. Really, really quite good. Oops. We come down. What's really good about these is they've got a literal boot turn. The boot does turn. You can do a tippy toe. You can do a dorsiflexation, but it's quite small, a dorsiflexation. And then you have the outwards twist, which is a bit small again. And you have the inwards twist. But the twist's a little bit difficult to get the shoe to go over the side of his foot. So they're quite difficult to do. So here's a great, great figure. Now if I just stand him up back over here again, it's easy to stand up. Let's get an idea of his size in centimeters. And you see that he is about 10.5 cm. So standard for modern figures. Does look really quite nice. If I compare him to my Acid Rainbow Narinu Sentinel, who is still one of my favourite 1/18 scale action figures. This one's got the Fortnite head from Fade on. Sorry, the Fortnite head. The Fade head from Fortnite, not the Fortnite head from Fade. You can see that Acid Rain's slightly bigger, more chunky. That's new to the armour, but they do scale well. Acid Rain's got slightly longer legs, it looks like as well, but they do scale okay. If I choose a, let me see, what shall I choose now? I'll use a War of Order Secret Trooper. This one is on my to be fixed list because one of his ankles is a bit broken. And I'll put a link for a playlist link for those in the top right for you. You can see scales very well with that as well. And then if I use, let me use my Sergeant Winter from Fortnite, who I reviewed recently. I'll put a link again in the top right if you want to see that review. Nice, pretty nice figure, has to be said. Get him to stand up first. And again, scales well with that too. Nice all-round figure, another good Eagle Force release. I love the fact that they give you Ziploc bags for the pieces. I wish Acid Rain and Annex 2179 do that too, not just these bags that are taped and you rip the bag and take the tape off. This is much better. Thank you, Fresh Monkey Fiction, for that. Okay, this is Awesome Toy signing out. Check out the Patreon link in the video description below, and I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.